And the final region that we'll consider as we are exploring organic agriculture around the world is North America, where there are nearly 3.5 million hectares of organic farmland. This represents just 0.8% of the continent's total agricultural land, and permanent crops account for approximately 10% of that in North America. Notably, North America is a major market for organic retail sales with a value of that reaching 53.9 billion euros in 2021. The largest single market in the world is the United States, with reported sales of $52.4 billion, whereas Canada had $5.7 billion in retail sales. Notably, on our map here of North America, we are missing part of it. Mexico would be traditionally considered part of North America, and we'll consider organic production in Mexico as we continue our conversation. Looking a little bit further at the share of total agricultural land for North America, at least for Canada and the United States, it is notable here in the United States as of 2021, 0.6% of total agricultural land is committed to organic production, though that is increasing over time. There is somewhat broader adoption in Canada in terms of the share of land, with 2.1% of their agricultural land being in organic production. When we look at what crops are being produced organically across North America, there are a few standouts. Arable crops are very important as a component of organic agricultural land, taking up 43% of the total land area. That including cereal crops and green fodder, oilseed, dry pulses, and vegetables. And then we have our permanent crops, which make up just shy of 13%, that being berries, grapes, and fruit products, nut products, and citrus. It is also notable that permanent grassland makes up over a quarter of the total area committed to organic agriculture here in North America. For our country to consider here in North America, we'll talk about Mexico. And Mexico is a significant player in the organic market, with the third highest number of organic producers of all countries. There are a number of different certifying companies in Mexico, 24 USDA accredited certifiers, according to the USDA website, and over 500,000 hectares of organic land. What is very important, and we'll discuss this more in our next segment when we talk about international trade, there is an organic equivalency being developed between the United States and Mexico, what will essentially mean that a certified product in Mexico is allowed as a certified product here in the United States. Going back to 2015, there were just over 200,000 organic producers with 1.3 million acres in production. And the average size of an organic farm in Mexico is quite small, at 2 hectares or just around 5 acres. Notably for Mexico, 85% of organic production is destined for the export market. Just north is the United States, which is a massive market for organic products. And so organic production in Mexico has a very strong focus on this export market. Coffee is an incredibly important organic crop, making up 60% of the total organic land. And again, thinking about size of farms, more than 90% of the organic producers in Mexico farm on less than 9 acres. Within Mexico, in order for producers to have a stronger market presence, They use cooperatives, arrangements between individual farms and individual producers to be able to sell collectively. And this has the benefit to them of allowing them to aggregate what they are producing and therefore have a stronger hand in negotiation in terms of the value of their product. In terms of importers, the United States and Canada are, of course, major importers of products arising from Mexico, as well as the European Union. In terms of its own demand, Mexico supplies 95% of its own demand for organic food and then limits imports to processed foods such as baby food and pastos. The United States supplies 80% of the imported organic products to Mexico. Very importantly, when we look at the agricultural gross domestic product revenue for agriculture in general, organic farming is 10% of that total gross domestic product.